and welcome to part 2 of visiting Universal Studios 5 Fire style. In the 5 Fire video, he visits the special effects show, and it was a really good experience. I'm glad that he recommended that in his video and I got to watch it, and it was a lot of fun. The first thing that I found very interesting was the evolution of the Universal Studios logo, how it used to be and how it is now. And then my favorite part was the stunt show, just how exciting you have a well choreographed show. You know, when you watch it in a movie or a TV show, you think that it's fighting. And then when you see them discuss it behind the scenes, it's actually like a well choreographed dance. One of the things that's very scary when you look at behind the scenes is when they set one of the stunt people on fire for a certain scene that requires fire. I heard this discussion by director John Carpenter saying that when he's making a movie, the part that makes him the most nervous, it's when an actor is set on fire. Fire is just so unpredictable, you don't know what's going to happen. And to see this happen, you know, I was like on the edge of my seat watching the show. And then at the end of the show, it was great to see how everybody was okay and everything was fine. That's always something very risky on a movie set when you're dealing with fire. Give it up for the man we set on fire, Gary Hancock! Woo! When you're walking through Universal Studios, you feel like you're walking through different parts of the world. There's like this street that looks like New York, another street that looks like France, and it just feels like you can go anywhere in the world when you visit Universal Studios. Fun fact, last time I visited Universal Studios special effects show, it used to be on the lower lot where Transformers is today. It used to be the special effects show, and they had built a replica of the clock tower from the Back to the Future movie, and they would do a demonstration of how they did that scene, where first they have the back lot, which is a setup of the clock tower, and then all the action is going on and it's a close-up of the clock, but the actor isn't actually suspended really high above it. He's actually set up on a set, and he's never in a high place, and he's actually low, and that was always a really good demonstration. And I was hoping that demonstration would be here or something similar to it, but unfortunately they didn't have it. But the thing about Universal Studios is that they're always changing, they're always updating their features, so you never know what you're going to get later on. Fingers crossed, hopefully that Back to the Future demonstration comes back to the special effects show. Must watch show, every time I go to Universal Studios I have to do this because it's such an impressive show, is Waterworld. I really appreciate that stunt show and everything that the actors do to give the audience a great show. From the beginning, when they have people warming up the crowd, it's a lot of fun, to actually watching the show. It's great. So that's my high recommendation. Every time you go to Universal Studios, they have so much offering, so many things to do, but something that should always be consistent and always be on everyone's itinerary: don't miss the Waterworld stunt show. I wanted to do things in this Universal Studios visit that I haven't done in a long time or haven't seen. One of them was the Animal Actors show. I haven't been to that in a long time. Last time I went to the Animal Actors show, the main draw was Beethoven. This time going through the Animal Actors show, there was no Beethoven, but they did really good presentations with the pets, and what I appreciate is just how the trainers and the pets work together to give the audience an amazing show. I highly recommend that too. I saw this in the 5 Fires video, hanging out with Donkey, so I had to put that in my video because the whole point was visiting Universal Studios 5 Fire style. So pretty much whatever he did, I wanted to do too, and I wanted to experience Universal Studios the way that he did. So hanging out with Donkey, definitely had to do that. One thing I never get tired of and I enjoy is just walking through the city of Springfield. I'm glad they have Simpsons World there, and just walking through it. Simpsons World is in this like path where no matter where you want to get to in the park, you have to cross Simpsons World. And I just really appreciate that. I was such a fan of The Simpsons. Something I really want to do is revisit every episode of The Simpsons. Unfortunately, I don't have time to go back and watch. I don't know how many episodes they've done. I think they're over 500 episodes, over 20 seasons. There's a lot of Simpson content. One thing I really want to do one day is rewatch it. I just love The Simpsons. But for now, whenever I get a free moment, definitely try to sneak in an episode of The Simpsons. When I was at Universal Studios, a lot of the main attractions, the Harry Potter ride, Jurassic Park, Transformers, even the Simpsons ride, had a really long wait. And something that didn't have a wait when I was on my visit was the studio tour of the back lot. So I squeezed that in, and what I like about the studio tour, it's one ride with the shortest wait compared to the other rides, but it's not just one ride. They combined a bunch of rides together to make a full ride. Count them with me, how many rides they have here. They have the King Kong ride. I mean, it doesn't count, but you get to see the picture cars, and they explain what a picture car is. The storm that takes place, Mother Nature. The European part of the back lot. Something that I really like a lot is Earthquake. Ever since I was a little kid, I remember they put the Earthquake section of the tour into their advertisements and commercials, and it's still, after all these years, still a part of Universal Studios. I really, really enjoy the Jaws encounter. What bummed me out a little bit was that I really wanted to see the Bates Motel, but they're already putting up stuff and dividers. I guess they're getting it ready for the Halloween Horror Nights. It was very interesting is how they were able to bring the set of Steven Spielberg's War of the World to the back lot, how expensive it was, and they have that there giant airplane just dismantled, and it makes you feel like you're driving through a set that takes place through an apocalypse. Then they had the exciting part, which I can't wait to start experiencing as part of the Universal Studios tour. Nope. Overall, I had a really good time at Universal Studios. Haven't been there in a while, so just to be able to come back to it, experience it, enjoy it, I have to rate this experience high 5 fires. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And till the next one, you know what to do. Transition.